We haven't listened to a single one yet, but we plan on it. I think it's a great idea.
Actually, it was Richard Garfield, the inventor of magic, who predicted that eventually there would be like ESPN for nerds.
We just saw the station, the booth, when we walked into the tournament grounds here. I hadn't heard about it prior to coming in here, but we saw it. I think it's a great idea. I want to support it.
Talk to me a little bit about 40K Radio.
40K Radio is a bi-monthly podcast. It takes about an hour to listen to, and what we do is we talk about everything that's 40K. If you can somehow in your twisted mind get it to relate to 40K, we talk about it. We cover news, rumors, new models that are coming out, and we've expanded into hobby stuff, how to paint, how to sculpt, what paints to use. Not just Games Workshop, but the whole hobby in general. What we're striving to be is the news station, if you will, for lack of a better term, that you tune into twice a month to find out what's going on with 40K.
I guess normal gamers.
Normal gamers who have their own podcast.
Yeah, who have their own podcast. I mean, we took it up a notch where we started our own club, and we went from there. We had to take it to a next level, and that level was the podcast and talk to everybody else. I mean, whether you like us or you hate us for what we talk about, what we say, what we do, I mean, we just try and do it for people who are listening and that are recording right now. That's for them.
What happened is we found Podhammer, which is a fantasy-based podcast. They're a sister show of ours. And we found, when we kept looking for podcasts, we found that there's nothing out there news-wise that's talking about Games Workshop or 40K, 40K specifically. And the thing that we think we fill is that we're not just a forum of people whining or moaning or saying this is great or this is not. What we try to do is do investigative reporting for a couple of weeks about the stuff that we're going to talk about, especially the rumors, the new stuff that's coming out, and try to give you a more informed, planned presentation. We get people from Games Workshop actually to come onto the show, answer some questions. We get other personalities around the hobby to come on the show. So we're trying to be the ESPN of 40K, if you will. And the forums, though, they try really hard and they give you a lot of information. It's just something that this is kind of an addition to.
My role as far as 40K radio goes is a little bit of the research, setting up appointments, trying to get the PR, behind the scenes stuff. He's the voice. I'm behind.
You're the brains.
I'm trying. Well, yeah, I guess you can call it the brains.
We can call it.
I'm the one who schedules all the people that normally would be on the show.
It lets us do the show as a conversation. Phil and I generally spend 90% of our time talking about 40K, anyways. But to just have one person, it's more of a news kind of very formal with one person. Where with two, we get some interaction. We have different opinions. Obviously, if you listen to the show, there's times where we actually argue and fight. He leaves my house mad. So, but it works.
No, I can't leave your house because I can't breathe.
And I don't think I would do it any other way than having two people on the show. I've had enough time today to drink 3 beers, a piece of pizza, and I've tried to take my meds, but it's obviously not working.
Is it now work, or is it still fun?
It's still fun. My wife thinks this works. It's work, but, enjoy it. Reinforcements.
Reinforcements just showed up.